Mr Churchill's 2 days in Malta, en route for the three-power conference in North Africa, were spent in staff talks and tours of the island. Malta is actively engaged in a big reconstruction program. The Prime Minister's visit to see this work in progress was everywhere accompanied by crowds of enthusiastic people. This new Great Council of War had assembled in North Africa to lay down far-reaching plans for the future prosecution of the war in general and operations against Japan in particular. Britain, America and China expressed their resolve to exert unrelenting pressure on Japan, compelling her to disgorge the territories she has seized and occupied even before the First World War in 1914. A battery of cameras make a day of it while the stars shine. Ranged behind the three great men are the political and diplomatic advisors of the three nations. It is no exaggeration to say that to see General Chiang Kai-shek and his wife in this Allied assembly was a very real pleasure to everyone. Madame Chiang, although far from well, had undertaken the 4-day flight from Chungking to lend her invaluable assistance to the discussions. The Generalissimo relies extensively upon her masterful knowledge of the English language. To Mr Churchill, the nation is again indebted for this further call upon his energies. Mr Roosevelt was making his 7th wartime meeting with the Prime Minister, and perhaps the most momentous of them all. Generalissimo Chiang Kai-shek had previously not met the Premier or President in person. Of the Allied Chiefs of Staff, we may, without naming them all, say that never before had so many powers behind the service thrones been gathered together. The worldwide character of the struggle dispels the illusion that hemispheres divide the wars into separate conflicts. This three-power conference brings into prominence the realization that the war in the East and West is universally indivisible. Every indication now points to an intensification of warfare in the Pacific and Southeast Asia. A busy time for the newsreel cameramen and photographers. Flashlight globes littered the lawns as a small army of men recorded the scene for posterity. Speculation had it that the other long-anticipated three-power meetings were on the secret agenda. Meanwhile, a clear-cut policy on Japan had already been shaped around the conference table in North Africa.